Welcome everyone, it's Vapors Drakemar. It's time for some more Elder Scrolls Online. Last time, we defeated the Manamarco and some other crazy stuff.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Manamarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molog Bal. The power of his worm cult is broken forever. That is the grim truth of the matter. But the amulet of King... In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molog Bal...
Yep.
Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manamarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Sai-Sahan will speak with you first.
Yep. Hello, Sai-Sahan.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny is a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining.
One link remaining?
It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state when Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner.
Interesting.
The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own. The Worm King, Manamarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the... We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so... My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Sai-Sahan. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our Lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade. Only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Sai-Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day in the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew. May the Vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai-Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
5 stars.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play.
Stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the god of schemes.
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go.
Few things.
It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished. I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molog Bal. Bloody business war. There was a time that I loved my axe for its sharpness and my... Me? What?
Sheep and raised
No.
cabbages.
Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titan-born shepherd, farmer, housewife. I need to be out in the wind. That's the real test of character.
Anyone
can face adversity, but give them power, and you'll see their true colors. Power over others is the way of cowards. Seize the power to choose your own
path.
Oh, lots of things. Friends lost. One last thing. I knew I liked you. So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true. Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention.
What they're afraid to mention, yes.
Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service.
Done the Empire a great service.
The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow tall. I suppose it is. But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action.
Molag Bal remains.
Molag Bal. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul. I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince.
One cannot kill a Daedric
But we have the Amulet of Kings. With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is... The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you.
The ritual again?
Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to harness its power. Imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual.
You needed to perform a ritual?
More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning.
Over-appreciative and fine.
Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I'm not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here.
Yes.
I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige.
One of you truly have to die.
But millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to Oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be. When the plane meld has...
Plane meld. And Hill increased to rank 4. Council of the 5 Companions. got a skill point. Let's go. No, that's not. Yes. I have to find the ritual. I have to get the Amulet of Kings to defeat Molag Bal. I have to sacrifice someone. And you know what? I have a very specific purpose. A very specific one in mind. I have a very specific idea in mind. Immunity to snares and immobilizations. Flame damage back to the enemy. Sounds nice to me. Magica.
Ah, good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you...
Attack. Messages across Tamriel.
Greetings. I am Varnus Galarian, head of the Mages Guild.
Yes.
Yes.
Crazy
It's
high
high
elf.
time
More
Tamriel was
crazy
free
high elves
of
to take on
Molag Bal's
Molag
grip.
Bal.
The Anchors, the Daedra, the
Anchors,
Undead.
the Daedra, the
They
Undead.
devastate our fragile mortal plane.
A fragile.
I have a
mortal
plan. I want you to meet with Thrush, leader of the Hidden Armigers. He'll be at the Mages Guild.
All right. I'm gonna get into the thing. Davin's Watch. Go to Mournhold, which would be Deshawn and Mournhold. This hurts sometimes, knowing that you have to destroy someone, but that is ultimately the price you have to pay to take out Molag. The price is painful, but hopefully we can make it all worth it.
The Dread Lady described you well. Come and speak with me.
The Dread Lady, yeah. I think I know who the Dread Lady is. I think I know what that quest is, but I have a specific quest with Thrush and Mournhold.
What do you want?
Not you. A Thrush.
You read my
so
letter? Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the pact.
you're the
Glad
boss.
you made it.
Glad I made it. Don't believe
I'm
it.
the leader of the Hidden Armigers.
You're the hidden
If you've
arbiters.
heard of us, we haven't been doing our jobs. The Armigers do the pact's dirty work.
Max Journey.
Sometimes that involves agents of the Morag Tong, and other secret organizations. Like Nari. She owes me a favor. It's a long series of stories we don't have time for. She saved my brother. That crazy Altman wants to organize a secret meeting of the Alliance leaders in neutral territory. Little details. Making sure the right agents are in the right places. Protecting pact interests. That's... Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in that favor.
You mean you called me here without knowing if you needed me, Thrush? Ugh. What's the favor?
I need you to contact the other spy networks. The Eyes of the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion and the Ring of Daggers in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Contact. You do me with the tips of my daggers. Repeatedly, right?
No. This is a diplomacy thing. No killing.
Apologies for my lateness.
Waste of a favor, Thrush. Should have asked for something your lackeys couldn't do. We're even after this, you know.
I know, but this is important. Thanks, Naryu. I'll even ride with you as far...
Thank you for coming so quickly, champion.
Thanks for coming so
I've been
quick. I'm not a
consulting with Countess
champion yet.
Hakuba
I need
of the
one more
Fighters
level.
Guild. Both of our
Countess
guilds
Haruka
believe
of
the
the
time
Fighters
has come
Guild
to take the fight to Cold Harbor. Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides. The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring... You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may I found the perfect meeting place. That's all I ask.
Alright. Elden Root. Wait, isn't Elden Root... Oh, I'm so confused. Isn't that a group dungeon? Okay. Titanic species of grot oak are among the oldest living things on Tamriel. They are revered as a focal point to the essence of the green.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend.
So,
Sorry
Vanus
about all
and
these
Aren are
guards.
friends, so
Don't
we
be
have to
necessary.
make alliance with the...
These are dark days.
A wise
Dominion.
precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk.
Okay. Alliance.
Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me.
He's family
Since
to
he has
you?
given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies.
Sworn enemies.
Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history.
Stone
The
cast
ripples
upon
it
the waters
creates
of
travel
history.
far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured.
Strong and self-assured.
A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. And you need all three of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well.
Yes. Alright.
That went well, I think. To Wayrest, expect a certain level of...
Okay, yeah.
Hell did both
Wayrest
we
is
don't
gonna be
know.
tough.
That she's very
Because
welcome
King
to
Emmerich
disguise
is,
herself.
probably the toughest negotiation we've got yet. Ya know? The Bjolse River feeds the Iliac Bay, 800th year of the First Era.
Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold? Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak.
Okay, let us speak.
Debella's legs, but you are a bold one.
I'm a bold one.
Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning. Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people, if that's the case. That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him?
Molag Bal's influence grows.
Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say?
The alliances meet on the island of Stirk to discuss an assault in Cold Harbor? Really? That'd be utter madness.
That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt,
you're taking me.
Give my best to Thrush.
I didn't think it possible.
Didn't think it possible.
Well done! We must return. We have
All
So
right.
you've been mingling with the enemy, have you, Daria? Just so you know, I already knew that.
I'm just trying to interpret. Okay, so the Venice Galerian.
All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part.
That wasn't the tricky part.
Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit? Then, with your permission, please, the Alliance leaders are waiting. A moment, please! I'll wait for you on the other side.
Alright. Quarter to Stirk. Island of Stirk is really a no man's land. Belongs to anyone. It's the pirates of the Abyssinian Sea use Stirk's alien ruins as arenas for settling disputes. Interesting.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the... I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all, I don't envy you the task. Two kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no... Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Okay.
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
The Alliance leaders.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant.
Emmerich. The shiny armor.
Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion.
Irene of the Old Merry Dominion.
Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
Skald King,
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vernus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Check on your lion guard.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
Their pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel.
Dark anchors.
They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Leveling half of Cyrodiil?
Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
Cold Harbor, Cyrodiil unprotected?
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Aren, although of the Dominion, is the most reasonable of them.
Euron is being stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Can't you reason with him? Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Don't presume to think you can intimidate me. History will remember me as a bold and decisive leader who cared about her people. But you do have a...
Alright. Yeah, intimidating the Dominion's tough. They're tough cookies. Hey, High King Emmerich.
Your Scald King has all the patience of a bullet mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battlefield. Can't you talk some sense into that thick head of his? That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion. Arce's beard, you're a bold one. But you may be right.
Yes.
If you can convince the
Barbarian and the child. I don't think Aren is a child. Again, you think she's a child, but she's an elf. Elves don't really age. It's something you have to know.
I tried, but these thick-skulled bastards will not see reason. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there. Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
Okay. Well, my points in Intimidate and Persuade, I feel, have done a decent job.
Any luck? Or are they still at an I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of... with very good reason. But the sooner they come to an... I have an ill
feeling, yes, an ill feeling about it. Storm.
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
Get away from you? Yeah, because of the demons.
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Molag Bal! Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad.
Molag Bal's amazing.
None shall be mine.
Chaldean!
That. prove I can do archery like the Dominion. Boom. Yep, I defended the queen. Now I'm gonna show you that I can fight like a true Nord. Fight him up close. Sormerask. Legendary battle. Flames on you. I will prove I can fight. There we go. Close the rift. Oh, my food ran out again? Are you serious? The rift into oblivion. The finale. This bitter wind. Breathe flames on it. Use cunning. Leave that in. That rift. There we go. They're all finished.
I thought we were safe here.
You were safe
hidden from the
here,
enemy.
Hidden from the enemy.
The god of schemes grows more powerful. Agreed. There's no time. Yes, at the Alien well, after that terrible display. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy. Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor.
Trust in us. Sanction our actions.
Yes.
Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Hakruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Stark interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanos.
The time has come, champion.
I'm not quite champion yet. I need another half a level. I need another half a level, dude. That's the problem. I need another half a level.
Stendarr, protect us all.
Stendarr will protect you? I doubt it. You need the power of the dragon to deal with him, and the Amulet of Kings, which is why Minimarco was so determined to get a hold of it.
We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not... It's difficult to
predict where we're going. Kirith, Vanos, Captain Alfari, Tellinger the Artificer. No, that's actually okay. Yep, the portal to Cold Harbor. Revel Oblivion, Plain of Cold Harbor, place of death, despair, and infinite cruelty. Daedric Prince.
Hello, what's this?
Yes, we have made it. Into the depths.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid... What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures. Dreadfully... Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good. Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it.
Yeah. 20k XP. Well, we're gonna go back to Hollow City. Dune. Slash this guy. We're almost there. We almost actually are a champion. Just one more thing to do. I just wish my side wasn't hurting today for some reason. I really wish it. What is this giant groundskeeper? Isn't that the legendary groundskeeper? There we go. Hollow City discovered. And in the next episode, we're going to be going through this vast task